Assalamu alaikum, our dear students, and welcome to a new lesson for our school, Qatar Technical School. This is an English lesson for grade 10, and today we're starting the enrichment lessons, and today is enrichment 4. We took 3 enrichment lessons before the mid of the semester exam, midterm exam. Now we will start preparing for the final exam, and this is enrichment 4. In today's lesson, we have 3 objectives: describing tools and describing the functions of some tools and using the present simple in if clauses. Okay. Now let's look at these two questions. These two questions speak about describing the tool, and they are in the form of a question and answer, a dialogue. Number 1, for example, we have A and B. A, does hammer have a shaft? Does the hammer have a shaft? What is the correct answer? I have a hammer. No, I am not. Yes, it does. Or I think so. The correct answer is yes, it does. Yes, it does. Number 2. How many levers does this forklift have? How many levers does this forklift have? Okay, now we have 4 options. A, 4 levers. B, the right lever. C, backward direction. D, yes, it has many levers. When we ask with how many, we need a number. So the correct answer is A, 4 levers. Okay, let's continue looking at some dialogues. 3. A, what size of nails do you need? B should answer with A, 55 RPM, B, 30 nails, C, 23 kilometers per hour, or D, 12 millimeters. The question asks about the size, and the size is usually with the correct answer is D, millimeters. Okay, RPM is rounds per or revolutions per minute. Kilometers per hour is for the speed. Number 4. A asks a question and B says, yes, a helicopter can fly vertically. Okay, we notice that the answer here, in the answer there is the word can. So if you would like to make a question, we should start with can. So A, B, and C are possible because they start with can, but only one of them is correct. So let's read the 4 options first. A, can helicopters fly sideways? B, can a helicopter fly vertically? C, can a helicopter land here? D, is the helicopter flying vertically? So because we have can in B and vertically, it's the same sentence, so B is the correct answer. 5. Also, we have a question and an answer. We need to choose the question that's suitable for this answer. It is to the right of the keyboard. A, what's the location of the mouse pad? B, where do you suggest to put the mouse pad? C, is there a mouse pad? And D, where are the speakers? So what's the correct answer? Very good. It's A. What's the location of the mouse pad? The answer, it is on the right of the keyboard. Okay, here we have to choose the correct answer. The transmitter signals, receives, sends, charges, or connects. Okay, the transmitter, this part is in the radio or in the remote controller, so the transmitter sends signals. Number 2, the steering wheel space the movement of the truck. So we have receives, controls, discharges, or rotates? What do you think the correct answer is? Very good, it's controls. So the steering wheel controls the movement of the truck. Number 3, the battery space energy. Controls energy, connects energy, rotates energy, or stores energy. The battery stores energy. This is the function of the battery. And number 4, it is a device that receives radio signals. Thermometer, solar panel, handle, or antenna. Of course, the correct answer is antenna. Okay, now let's continue choosing the correct answer. It is a device that tells the time. Compass, clock, antenna, or alarm. Very good. It's the clock. The clock tells the time. It is a device. Number 6, it is a device that turns the dynamo. Handle, torch, compass, or thermometer. Excellent. The answer is handle. It is a device that makes electricity. Compass, clock, alarm, or solar panel. Very good. It's the solar panel. The solar panel is a device that makes electricity. Okay, now let's continue. We're talking about the functions of some tools or instruments, but in this question we don't have choices. It's not choose the correct answer, it's write. So number 1, write the function of the following devices, and we have an example. For example, the antenna receives signals. Okay, so thermometer measures temperature. Compass finds north. Okay, so what you can do is you can at home write sentences like the example. For example, you say the thermometer measures temperature. The compass finds north. So here we give you the tool or the instrument and the function. You have to make sentences, just you need to add the. For example, let's continue. C, alarm. Yes, makes a loud sound. So the alarm makes a loud sound. The alarm makes a loud sound. Number D, thermometer. Again, it's repeated, no problem, measures temperature. Finally, torch shines a light, so the torch shines a light. Okay, in this exercise we have a description of the tool and we have to recognize the tool through reading the description. And it's in the form of choosing the right answer. Number 1, this tool has a head, a shaft, and a handle. It drives in nails. So the first part of the sentence talks about the description of the tool itself, and the second sentence talks about the function of the tool. So it drives in nails. This is the function. So which one drives in nails? Has a head, a shaft, and a handle. Very good. We have a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors, a hammer, and a ruler. The answer is a hammer. Number 2, this tool has 2 handles and 2 blades. It cuts paper. We have a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors, a hammer, or a ruler. Which one cuts paper? Of course, a pair of scissors. Number 3, this tool has 2 handles and 2 jaws. It cuts wires. We have a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors, a hammer, and a ruler. Of course, it's a pair of pliers. Number 4, this tool has a handle and a blade. It cuts meat. Is it a pick, a wrench, a knife, or a can opener? Of course, it's a can opener. A knife. It's the knife. Okay, now this is the last objective and the last exercise for today's lesson. Correct the verbs between parentheses. Okay, if we look at the 5 sentences, all of them start with F, and these are 2 sentences. Let's study number 1 carefully in detail. If you heat water to 100 degrees centigrade, okay, so we start with F, and then the rest of the sentence, you heat water to 200 degrees centigrade or Celsius. So we put a command, we start another sentence. It boil. The other sentence, the second half, should be in the present simple. And in the present simple, either we leave the verb as it is, so it becomes boil, or we add an S, ES, or IES, so it becomes boils. Because here in this sentence we have the word it, so the correct answer is boils. If you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. We added an S because it is singular. Let's study number 2 as well. If you hit a vase with a hammer, it breaks. Very good. So all what you need is to leave the verb as it is if the subject is a plural word, or add an S if it is a singular word. Let's read number 3 together. If you press the switch, the machine, very good, starts. If you push the lever, number 4, if you push the lever, the truck move forwards. The truck is singular, so we say moves. If you press the pedal, the car accelerates. Accelerates means becomes faster. Okay, so here we had a good training on using the S because the subject is a singular word. Okay, so we have achieved all the objectives that we planned for today's lesson. So I'm asking you please to go to the teams and do the homework. You have 24 hours to do the homework. Thank you, goodbye, and good luck, and study well and prepare well for the exam.